Sharma. I've been in food industry since past 11 years. I'm holding a hotel management and MBA degree, currently working with ASCOM Institute of Bakery Technology and Management, Greater Noida. But before all of this, I'm a mother of two small growing kids. I have this big responsibility of growing my kids right now. Like any other mother, I have this constant question lingering on my mind of providing delicious and nutritious food to my kids. Between school, college, projects, job, it may feel like there's no time for healthy eating. And in between this hectic schedule, it's so easy to get victimized to grabbing a burger, fries, candy, chocolates, and that black forest pastry tempting you to buy. Though it's essential to treat yourself once in a while, but falling prey to this type of food regularly will definitely lead to cholesterol levels soaring high. Even if you eat 3 healthy meals in a day, you may still feel hungry in between. At the same time, falling for these tempting products is quick and easy. So, what's the solution? How does one maintain balance? Today, we have some genuine tips for maintaining a healthy body without spending a lot of time, energy, and of course, without compromising on the taste. We have Ms. Pooja Pandey, Assistant Professor, ASCOM Institute of Bakery Technology and Management, who is MTech in Food Processing from IIT Kharagpur, who will provide some healthy substitutes while baking.
Hi friends, today I will give you the tips about how to be healthy and how to make the healthy baking. So nowadays all are busy in diets, very conscious about diet. Now all are switching from low high carbs diet to low carbs diet, low fiber diet, high fiber diet, and low fat consumption. So how can we do this? So the one solution is you should switch to high baking side. You should avoid deep fried, and you should go to the baked foods. When foods are deep fried, like in oil, so the temperature of the oil will increase, and what happens due to this, so many carcinogenic products will develop, and they are very means they are not good for health. So for that, what we have to do, we have to look for a healthy diet. And as we all know, in restaurant we use partially hydrogenated oil or trans fat. They are very cheaper to produce, but at the same time they cause very bad effect to the heart and other things. So now I will tell you which substitute you can use. Like nowadays we know in bakery we use white flour, that is called maida, but it is not very nutrient. So we can use 100% whole wheat flour instead of that maida. Why we will use this? Because it is rich in fiber, and this extra fiber will help aid in digestion, and also it is shown that this will lower the risk of heart diseases, diabetes, cancer, etc. And we can use coconut flour also, as we all know that celiac disease is on rise. So due to celiac disease, so many people are allergic to gluten content, so we can use coconut flour also. Now we can use sugar, as we all know that sugar is very tendering, and it tastes amazing and add tenderness to our bakery products. But if you constantly use so much sugar, eating sugar is very bad for health. It will add on the calories. So there should be some substitute replacing them. So we can use bananas, as bananas we all know are very good and everyone like bananas very much. So we can use the bananas, and as we know, as the bananas we put for the long time, it will get darkened, but only, and then we can use. As we all know, as we ripe the bananas, their starch get converted to sugar, and they will play a big role in our industry. Now we will come to the oil. oil substitute. We can use oils like we can substitute oil like apple sauce, mango sauce instead of these fat. As we all know that fat are necessary, means unsaturated fats are good for health, but saturated are not good for health, and trans fat are not good for health. But there should be some fat in our diet, because because without fat we will feel always hungry and we are not satisfied. So there should be some fat in our daily diet. So we can use flaxseed for that. Flaxseed is rich in omega-3 fatty acid, that is very essential for us. As we all know that omega-3 fatty acid is used in fish also, is a part of fish also, but we can use in flaxseed it is also there, so we can use flaxseed also. And we can use apple sauce, as apple sauce can replace oil. And now chocolates, as we all know that chocolates are very tempting. We all want to eat chocolate, but we know because of the diet conscious we cannot use it. So we can use dark chocolate better than that. And now I would like to introduce my colleague Mahima Khanna. She is assistant professor at AIBTM. She holds an MSc degree in food process management and has worked internationally in many countries. She will be talking about importance of health baking and will provide us with nutrition and tasty recipes.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm here again with you. So I think it's my third time I'm talking to you guys. So today my colleagues, they have talked to you about healthy baking and substitutes about healthy baking. So why we are talking about healthy baking today and why it is necessary? Because last time when we discussed about baking industry in India, so we told you that 55% of the population, especially in rural area, they consume baked products, especially breads and biscuits. So it's very important to incorporate micronutrients and to make healthy products and to improve and make them high energy dense products for us. So that's why we are talking about all these things. And my colleague also told you about the substitutes which we can use in at home and improve about our recipes. So I'll not talk about them again, but I can share 2-3 more tips about the substitutes. So one of the substitute is for sugar, and I have one recipe about chocolate chip cookies. So how can you improve, how can you eat chocolate chip cookies which are healthy and good for you? So you can take 3 bananas which are overripe. Why we are taking overripe bananas? Because they have high sugar content, which are just near to their end of shelf life. So we take overripe bananas, and then we can take 2/3 cup of olive oil, and we can mix them together. And then in another bowl we can have in that as well we can add vanilla extract as well. So vanilla extract, 3 ripe bananas, and 1/4 cup of olive oil. Mix them together in one bowl, and take another bowl. In that we'll add dry ingredients. In that we'll be adding not white flour, but we'll be adding 300 grams of oat flour. And please mix that and make it in powdery form before you mix the product. So, and then you can have 64 grams of almond flour. Almond flour is basically your, you can mash it, or you can make powder form in your mixie at home. And you can add other nuts as well, like other nuts you can add as well. So after that, groundnuts, peanuts, anything you can add, all the nuts, and then you can make flour of it. So 64 grams of almond flour. And then you can add coconut flour, which is unsweetened. Around 24 grams, and then you can add cinnamon or nutmeg. Cinnamon and nutmeg we are adding just to add a bit of flavor, because we are adding whole flours, and we are replacing sugar as well. So sugar, as my colleague told you, sugar and fat, they give you flavor. So if you are replacing them, so we need it won't give you much flavor and afterfeel effect. So for that, you need to add cinnamon, or you can add lychee powder so that it gives you a bit of flavor in your cookies. And then after that, you can mix them together, and you have to add baking powder as well. So mix them together and then add carob powder. Carob powder is a replacement of cocoa powder. So it is very sweet, and it gives you chocolate flavor. Not exactly chocolate flavor as chocolate powder or cocoa powder gives you, but you can replace it around 1/4 a cup of carob powder, and then 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. So it gives you good flavor, and you can replace chocolate. And moreover, carob is no cholesterol, no fat, and it is only 25 calories in 1 spoon. So it is very healthy, and you can get in online stores, or you can get anywhere in your metro cities and natural, where you get your all natural ingredients. If not, then you can order it online. So carob seed is very good for the replacement of cocoa powder. And then you can add all the ingredients, and then when you make your batter, you can put your batter in your parchment paper and drop the dough balls, and then you can put in the preheated oven, which is 180 degrees Celsius, and then after 15 minutes it will be cooked. So this is one of the very good recipe. You know, we haven't added any sugar, we haven't added any fat, and still it will taste very good. And then you have added chocolate. Instead of chocolate, you have added carob powder, which is very healthy. So this is a very good recipe and very healthy product. Another, we can have, I won't discuss about the cake recipe, but I will discuss about the egg replacement, which is very natural, and we are not adding any kind of gum or hydrocolloid. We also tested this product in our laboratories as well. So we did one of the projects adding flax seeds, as my colleague told you. So we have flax seed. If we have flax seeds, and we can like 2 tablespoons of flax seeds, we can put in water and bring to boil. After boiling it, put aside for some time and let it cool, and then sieve it. When you sieve it, and when you get the after sieving, when you get the liquid, it acts as egg yolk, and it smells like egg yolk. It smells very yuck. So, but it smells like egg yolk, and it behaves like an egg. So instead of egg, you can put that liquid, and when you whisk it, it whisks like egg yolk. So it becomes meringue. When you whisk egg yolk and egg white, it becomes very foam texture and very fluffy. So it acts like that, and then you can incorporate that. But the only negative point about this flaxseed gel is that it won't give you that soft texture and fluffy texture. It is very dense texture. Cake will be very dense, but it is a good replacement of egg. It still tastes very good. So these are some replacements which you can incorporate. I told you how to incorporate, but it's very healthy and healthy options. So you can try at home, and then you can bake healthy products at home. So these are the small tips which we have discussed. And again, I hope you really liked our webinar today, but we'll come back with some new tips and new recipes and new topics, so that you can improve your baking and healthy baking at home as well, and more knowledge, so that you can learn about healthy baking and more about baking industry, because it's very important in an upcoming field, and we are trying to improve our baked products, because this is what in future the future is of baked products, and we want that it also reaches to rural areas and villages as well, so that, and at cheap rates. We are trying to develop products at low cost rates, so that even the people who